Today we're going to be upgrading memory on a computer.
Alright, in order to do that, we need to first make sure that our computer actually can support that, right?
Yes.
Alright, so for that, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Startup menu, and from here we can actually do search for CMD. Alright, that will actually bring a command prompt.
The app command prompt.
Yep. So before the Windows and before all this, like latest graphics, we used to have just the command. There's no graphics,
Yes.
nothing. So that's always been there in the behind the scene.
Yes.
Right. All right. So we're gonna put a command, and the command for checking your memory is this. All right. I'm gonna just type it and physical get max capacity. Alright, and hit enter. There you go. Now we know what's the max capacity. So this is the max capacity, but it's in a kilobyte, so we gotta convert it into megabyte.
Megabyte, yeah.
Right? Or gigabyte, So we can,
I mean, one of those.
just looking at this, I can kind of tell that it's 16 gigabyte. This computer can support up to 16 gigabyte.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. And I need this computer to be faster, right?
Yeah.
Right now I can check what's the memory. So if I go and look at the
Right click on the taskbar and then go to computer management, I think.
Alright, let's give it a try. Let's see what's gonna come up. Alright, see, that's where we see all the devices and we see all the memories and everything, but I'm not interested into that. I'm interested actually seeing the value. So for that I'm gonna go back and
Right
I
click.
believe let's see,
Apps and features. I think it would be a feature.
no, I think it's under system.
Yeah, system.
Let's see.
option.
Alright, so it's came this side. I'm gonna bring it here. Alright, so you see something?
Yeah. Device name.
Here's the current installed RAM.
So
That's the memory that
8
we need.
gigabyte.
That's currently what we have, and we want to
You're
upgrade
only
it.
using 0.30 gigabytes right now.
No, that's basically says, even though it says 8 gigabyte, the maximum it can use is 7.7.
Oh.
Alright,
Oh.
so that's good. I mean, we know we have 8 gigabyte, and we should have one more slot open when we open a computer.
Yeah.
And we can install one more 8
RAM.
gigabyte of RAM, and then it should bring it to 16 gigabyte.
Yes.
Alright, before we open this computer, there are a few things we need to know. First of all, this laptop has, it's a Lenovo, right? So it has 2 batteries.
Yes.
This side, so you can see there, so there's the first one, right?
Yeah.
And if I take this out, pull it out.
I can pull this.
Okay, there you go. Right, so that's the first battery.
Where's the
But
second?
it has a built-in battery. So before we open this laptop, we have to turn it off.
So you have to shut it down.
Yes, but
Don't put it to sleep. That won't work.
yeah, right now if you hit the power button, it will turn on even though we took this battery out.
Because it has the built-in battery.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn on, and when it comes, we're gonna actually try to go in a system menu, which is I'm not sure if it. Oh, it didn't. So we gotta shut it down again. I'm gonna hit the power again.
Hold the power.
Yep.
For some people, it may be just hitting it.
Alright. So I'm gonna turn it on again.
Click enter.
No,
Or
we're gonna do
off.
there you go. See that it says press enter to interrupt. Alright, so that's what we did. Now we're gonna go to
Click
F1.
enter to pause.
No.
Just pause it.
Okay. So F1 to enter into BIOS setup utility, right? That's what we're gonna do. So press F1. Now it says Control S to enter, but we're good. So in here we're gonna look for a battery. So you see power.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna use our keyboard to kind of move around. So if you go here,
The
you
arrow
go
keys.
arrow keys, yeah, and power, and then hit
Enter.
enter. And before I turn it off, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go back. I want to show you something else. You see the where is the right here. Do you see anywhere memory or RAM? You see something? It's actually right here. CPU speed and install memory. So it's 8 GB. It's at 8129 megabyte. If you convert, it's 8 GB. So that's another way to check how much memory you have installed. All right, so config, we can go to power, hit enter. We're gonna look for a battery. There you go, disable built-in battery. So when we hit enter, it's gonna shut down and it's gonna power off the internal battery. Ready?
Ready.
Do you want to express it?
Yes.
There you go. It's all off.
Now, if you hold this,
yep, nothing gonna happen now.
It won't turn on.
Yep. Now we're ready to.
Until you put this one in.
Yeah, if we put that battery, yes, again.
And then after we can turn it on again, the internal.
Yeah, we have to turn it on again and install this battery back when we're ready. But for now, let's go ahead and open. But before we open, it's a computer. It has a small parts inside, and even if there's a static, you can actually mess up the whole computer. So first thing you want to do is
save everything and everything.
Yeah, that's always there. You want to make sure. Second thing, I don't have a there's a static
free glove or something like that.
Yeah, or there's like something where you can put it like metal, and if you wear that, there won't be static. But for now, we don't have that right now. So what we're gonna do is before we open, we're gonna go and look for something with a metal. We're gonna touch that. So if there's any static that build up on our hands and our body, it will actually disappear, and then we can open it.
Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and do that. Then we are gonna open all the screws, and then I'll show you. We have a couple of tools here. I have all kind of gift cards. I have a screwdriver. I mean, I have one more if we need it, but I don't think so. This tool should be good enough. All right, so we'll open all the screws, and then we'll open from the side and take it from there.
Let me guess. The credit card is to check for static?
No. No, actually, good question. But this will help us open the sides. So the way it's built in, like all the sides and everything, is they have all these screws everywhere, right?
First unscrew the screws and then use the credit card to open the sides.
Yes. So you see here, see this really tiny space there? We can actually slide it and start opening. Now I could use the screwdriver.
A flat.
Yeah, but the problem is if I go too far inside, if you touch some
like staticky things.
Yeah, any computer parts, you can actually screw up the whole computer. We don't want to do that, right? So that's why I'm using a plastic. Now there are like screwdrivers that kind of specially built in for computers, to open and all that. We don't have right now. So we'll use what we have. Okay?
Okay. Okay, so we got it opened up.
Yep. Do you see where's the RAM?
Is it in here?
Nope.
Oh.
That's a hard drive.
That's hard drive.
Here's the speaker. I don't know if you can see. That's a small speaker.
That's the speaker?
Yep, right here. That's a built-in battery.
I found it.
And there you go. See your open part. All right. So I got this memory.
8 gigabytes.
And if you look at here, yep. If you look at really close, that's like right here. It says 8 gigabytes. So it's really easy to put. You can't really, make mistake because you see the slot here.
Yeah.
It has to match. So if I put it other way, it's not gonna match, right? So I gotta flip it. It has to match.
Then you put it?
Yep, we slide it in, right? Make sure it's secure, and then we push it down. You hear the click?
Yes.
That's it. We're done.
Done. Now
It's simple, right?
Yes.
All right. Now we're gonna just back it up and
Put it back how it was.
what are we gonna do? We're gonna enable the battery.
Right.
All right. So we go exactly in the same setting. We're gonna enable it, and we're gonna put this second battery back in.
Yeah.
Turn it back in. You know, start it with thing, and good to go. Right. Good job.
Okay, so we built everything in. Now we're putting this
Start
together.
closing. Yep. So carefully go around the computer and make sure you close.
Before putting in the screws, close everything.
You should hear snap. Like if you don't, just make sure it's there, and then it's ready to go.
Just have to put the
Okay, no extra screws, right? You got all of them?
Now to put the battery in. Battery goes like this, right?
Yep. Slide it in.
These two are locked, if you can see.
Make sure the screw is still open, so let's close that.
This one's closed, right?
Yep, everything is closed, everything is good. Now flip it.
Now turn it on.
Alright, so when we turn on, you might see that when we hit the power, you might not do anything, or actually turn on. And you know the first thing, right? We're gonna
Keep on clicking enter.
Yep, until we go into the setting.
F1.
F1 to go into, and then we're gonna enter, and then we're gonna go back to config.
Power.
We're gonna go to power, and make sure it is on. So that
As
is
soon
on.
as soon as you put in the other one,
Yep, second battery, it powers on.
temporarily. So when you reconnect the other, it'll come back. It'll turn back on.
Okay, good.
You don't need to
So
turn
we're
it
just
on by
gonna
yourself.
cancel everything, and
Skip.
you know we're gonna shut down and exit saving. So we didn't make any changes, but we're gonna hit enter, and it should be ready to go. You might come up with a message saying, you know, device is getting ready and stuff like that, because it's trying to install the memory and trying to update the system. But in this case, looks like it is ready to go. Alright, so we're gonna check in the computer how much memory we have now. Okay. So it says getting devices ready, 33% done.
I think it says devices because it might be signing you into Microsoft and everything right now.
No, right now it's looking only in the hardware, not so we haven't even turned on the software.
Oh.
So it's just looking at the devices.
Okay, we're back on the computer.
We're gonna go to system.
And
let's check. Okay, there you go. We got 16 now. Still is 15.5 is usable, but now you can see at least we got
15.7.
7, yeah. All right,
So
we're done.
So no matter what kind of RAM you have, like 16 gigabyte, 8 gigabyte, 0.3 is still not usable at the same time. Right?
Yeah, there's just some system required and then some calculation, so we'll go in depth in some other video. Okay. All right. So what did we learn today?
How to upgrade a computer memory.
Yep. And memory means it's also called RAM. Random access memory.
Random?
Yep.
Why do they call it random?
Because it requires to run a computer, right? So you have your hard drive. Hard drive is a fix, like you store something, but this one is like requires constantly for computer to work, right?
Oh.
It's constantly changing, constantly processing stuff. So that's the allowed space for computer to do all its computations. Okay, all right.